Ooh. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick, as you can tell by the horn pad, guys, this is a Chrysler 300. I want to say maybe like a 2014 model. All right, guys, problem is it's kind of cold here where I'm at this time of the year. Actually, it's a little freezing. So the customer is complaining about heated seats, guys. As you can see, I don't know if you saw, but this is leather seats. Okay, when it's cold outside, the seats can be extremely cold and uncomfortable. So what car makers put in place to combat that was they introduced a feature called heated seats. Pretty much it's a grid, guys, inside the seat cushion that will heat up. The goal behind that is to get your body temperature, your butt, your back, in some cases. It's designed to heat up so you won't be so cold, or won't be as cold without them. Like I say, leather tends to give off a different temperature than what it actually is. So if it's cold outside and you sit on cold leather seats, it's even colder. All right, well, when the system do not work, there's a problem with some customers. That seems to be a problem, and some customers will recognize this fault right away. All right, and I see why. Like I say, it's cold outside. Okay, first thing first, guys, let's duplicate the problem. Now, let's try to activate the heated seats. Okay, this is this pretty sophisticated system here. Some cars have a switch you can merely turn on and actuate the heated seats. This one has a unique setup. Okay, most of the controls are right here in the entertainment system. And as you can see, controls. Pretty convenient. Let's see controls. Yes, here's my heated seat controls, guys. So you have one switch for the driver's side and one for the passenger side. Since I'm sitting in the driver's side, let's activate that one and see if the seats get hot. It's not even turning on, guys. Oh boy. Okay, I can hear the connection via the electronic display, but the box supposed to light up, signaling the feature is on. All right, guys. Okay, we have a problem. So the customer is actually right, and in fact, the seat is fairly cold. All right, guys. One thing you should keep in mind when you're dealing with a situation like this is this heated seat. Like any other feature on most cars, it has a module. All right, a module that controls the heated seat operation. All right, when knowing that, you should also know that heated seat module likely on the bus. So if you want to diagnose anything on the bus network, guys, you will need scan tool. And I'm not talking about your typical AutoZone scan tool that you plug in a data link connector. You will need a better scan tool, a more sophisticated scan tool. To the data link connector, and we're going to go to the computer and see exactly what the computer sees. Because if I can see what the computer sees, it will help me in diagnosis. We're going to find out what's going on with these heated seats, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, here we go. I'm sorry, this is a 2012 Chrysler 300. Well, guys, as you can see with my scan tool connected, you can also see yellow typically indicate fault codes in these perspective module, guys. But when you see red, that's not good, guys. Red indicate that this perspective module is off the network, bus network. And what do you know? HSM stands for heated seat module, guys. So the module is not even communicating with anything. That is likely why the heated seats are not working. All right, so how do you go about fixing this? You can see this on look like CAN B. I'm not sure which bus network this is, but it's not a whole complete CAN network down because the PDM module is up. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's move over to how to diagnose. This is a communication problem you're dealing with now. All right, let me go take a look at this heated seat module diagram. All right, guys, the heated seat module connector 1. Like I said, guys, this is what you need to make any module operate You need a power supply and a ground. That's these two right here. And for it to communicate, you would need bus network wire, CAN IHS module. You got 2 bus network wires. So all of these have to be intact for this module to work. But for the most part, the power supply and the ground has to be there, guys. Alright, if they're not, then this module will never work. So before you go to just replacing the module, you have to verify that the circuit is complete. Now let's go take a look at the actual connector. Show diagram of component, show component location. This heated seat module, yes guys, as figured, it's under the seat. Okay, that would be right here under the driver's side seat. Now let's go take a look at the component view. Is that what I want? Okay, yes, the connector. We need to go find this blue connector. Here at this blue connector, yes, 4-pin connector, guys. 1, 3, 4, and 5. It's only using 4 slots, and here are the 4 slots. Okay, so naturally the black and white going to be ground, the red going to be power supply. That's what I'm interested in right now, because without these, the CAN wires do not matter. All right, so we got to find out we got power supply and ground. If you do not have power supply, guys, as you can see, it's protected by a fuse. Yes, that fuse could be blown. All right, but that's not a fix. You need to find out why it blew, if that's the case. So instead of speculating, guys, let's go find out. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I am a little embarrassed, guys. Y'all see this? Okay, in my pursuit of the heated seat module, which the book led me to believe it was under the seat. Of course, I crawled under here first and tried to see if I can find a visual. I couldn't, so I assume it's tied up even higher. And the only way for me to get a better view was to actually lift up the seat. So I take the seat off, guys. Y'all can see pretty much seats I bolt down. 4 bolts hold the seat down to the frame. These are inverting torque bits. So I got the whole seat up. Guys, lo and behold, after all that and searching, I find no freaking heated seat module. All right, now what do? I go back to the book, because I went to the book to find this part. The book neglected to tell me which side the seat module is on. So confused, I decided to go to the other side, guys, and lo and behold, here's my heated seat module right here. Okay, this is the connector that we was looking at. All right, and yes, guys, the red wire is power supply and the black is ground. Okay, and yes, there's my test light right here, guys. I already ran a test. Oh my goodness, I know some of you want to see it again. I had a hard time finding the ground under here, so guys, I need a heated seat module. Okay, I have power supply and I have ground, like I said earlier. And to take it off, guys, it's just a couple of pins. I got one ordered, guys. It'll be here when it get here. I'll show you guys. Well, it's fairly easy to replace, but we'll go through the motions. Okay, found the heated seat module on the right side, passenger side seat. All right, this is the connector that we looked up on the computer. My wiring harness, my main connector. Okay, without this, nothing else matters. But without power supply on this, nothing else matters. Red and black, power supply and ground. All right, that's all I have.